In the landscape of figure photography, one group strived for tangible and dynamic displays.
No time to explain. Get in the rows.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We're live, Boog. Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is filmed in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers just like you. Thank you.
Wow. Yes, sir. Oh, whoa.
This is not this is not a drill.
Oh.
This is not a joke. You didn't make a mistake. We're talking politics tonight. Who's getting shot?
No.
We're not doing that. But we are talking about a different kind of shot tonight. We're talking about photography, baby. We're doing community highlights night, baby. Do some. Ever heard of it?
Ever heard of it?
We're two-manning this. We're not even going to bring your hopes up. No Fabio. No Boog.
It's
not happening.
No.
Not going to lie to you. Not trying to bury some sort of lead. It's not happening. It's
no
just
tricks. No Wikipedia.
No tricks. No Wikipedia. Just the two of us. It's a two-man team. We're killing this. We're talking photography.
Yep.
We're doing it all, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't stop us.
No. How dare you try? Yeah. Basically, I just hit up Rick and I was like, yo, dude, let's do community highlights tonight. Nothing but it. What do you say? And Rick said, brother, I'm there. And here we are.
I told him, you got me frothing at the mouth.
Oh, let's go.
Big froth over here in the Bay Area right now. And I'm in. We're talking photography. We're doing it all, baby. We're doing it all. We got a good little lot of pictures we're going to go through, talk about what we've been checking out these past few weeks, because we've missed them, not just because of the little vacation hiatus we had last week, but this week we just didn't have the chance. We're too busy talking up Brutal Realm, getting super hyped for it. I got a lot of positive feedback from that. I got a lot of people hitting me up like, dude, I want to buy these Brutal Realm figures.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So if you didn't check it out, go check it out. We had Jason, James, and of course the legendary David Vonner, all from Brutal Realm. Those guys are super passionate. Those figures look fucking sick. I can't wait. And if you guys don't make it successful, I'm gonna scream.
I will scream. I'm throwing up right now.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, you're happy? I'm throwing up.
I'm throwing up right now. Are you happy now? I'm throwing up. Yeah. So go check that stream out. After this one though, don't do that right now.
Don't you dare.
Yeah. Don't change the dial. We're talking photography. You're in the right place at the right time. This is A.C.B.A. Ever heard of it?
You ever heard of it?
Yeah. Articulated comic book art.
Hell yeah. Yeah, in between diaper duty, I was able to catch a lot of last night's stream, and it was great, dude. Super great picking those guys' brains. Always great to hear David Vonner preach to the toy community. Absolute fantastic sermon he put on last night. Unreal.
Oh yeah.
And then great to pick the brains of the guys behind Brutal Realms. Absolutely.
Yeah, lovely group of guys. Couple of three legends there. Couldn't think of the couple. Thrice legends right there. I don't know.
Thrice legend.
You're fucking great. It was a great time. It was a really, really good time. We didn't even have time for news. News? Who heard? I never heard of her.
Yeah.
Don't need her. We're over her. We've moved on. Ever heard of photography? She's the new hot chick in town.
All right, so without further ado, let's get right into these shots, baby. Why not, huh? Let's make it happen.
Do her. We're gonna do her.
All right, yeah, why not? All right, so first up, Jeff Terell, baby. Look at this guy sprawled out. Look at the pose on this Batterson, dude. It's looking good. It spoke to me, Rick. It spoke to me.
It touched me in ways that my lover hasn't. This picture, she's looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Yeah, this shot was awesome. This shot was awesome. And it's something that I wish would happen in the sequel. I don't think it will. But you know what? He's fulfilling my dreams right now. He's making them come true with photography.
I believe it.
This looks so good. Super cinematic. Really great lighting on it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, usually I would suggest like a different angle specifically. You know, we talk a lot about in toy photography that the higher up the angle is, the more it makes it look like they're just toys on the floor or what have you or something. But like I don't know, just something about this one. It works. There's always exceptions to the rule every once in a while, and this one is killing it. And I think the simple fact is like the posing really, really elevates it here. Like the way that he's just like leaned back and just posed is so natural. It's very, very nice.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Supernatural. And you know what? I really commend him for not taking the easy way out. You know, he could have made this a really dark shot, and not have had to put so much stress and work on himself with the overall display. But he lit this bitch up. It's looking like he's in Death Valley.
Absolutely.
This is straight in the Undertaker's home, baby. It's fantastic, man. It looks so good. Love the colors, and you know, he did a good job of I guess you would call it color balance. Like the man bat isn't drowned out like the beigeness of the rubble. He still stands out. You're not looking at this like what is going on. You're not giving it the Uncle Ruckus Rick look. You know, you're not wondering what's going on. You know, it's looking good. I like it. I love it. I love this TV.
I love this TV, baby. I love it. Next up, we got what do we got here, baby? Oh, we got a little action from Orion Gonzalez, dude. I wanted to highlight this one.
Orion,
super simple, super clean. I love you got the seaside going on right here. You can tell it's most of it is tangible. He did hit it with a little bit of editing right here with the eyes, but you know what? I can forgive that. What's going on? I can forgive that. Just because the thing that stood out to me was how nicely he posed this polyester smoke right here. He killed it, dude. This was very, very nice.
Yeah. He took some time. He took some time with it. Yeah, he didn't just pull the poly and then just throw it in the display. He really took his time to build up the arch of the polyester.
It looks really good. Like it immediately like grabbed my attention just right away. Just because like you said, like, you know, no disrespect to anybody else who like doesn't go the extra mile with poly, but like it really does elevate the photo when you really take some time to put some TLC into the smallest details like polyester. Polyester is like one of those great like kind of like cheat codes for your photos. Like no matter what you do with polyester, it's very difficult to make it look bad in a photo, just because of, you know, the nature of polyester. Like it looks just like smoke when photographed correctly, and you don't really have to do much to it. But the fact that he made it like arch like this and curve and everything, it really spoke to me, man. It's really great posing on this polyester, and you can see in the seaside that he has like probably a flight stand here or something to help elevate it just a little bit. It looks great, man. It looks fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah, super simple shot, really nice amazing. Portrait.
Fantastic.
Centered, clean, cropped, and contained, baby. I had to show it some love. All right, let's go.
Yeah, and a very tasteful edit. A very, very, very tasteful edit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing nutty. Just just very. What do you call it? Very. Very tasteful, like you said. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm doing like 10 things at once. All right, okay. Next
very
up,
very classy from Tallahassee.
Yeah. You know, we both chose this one, Rick. We both chose this one. Fantastic. I do not know why it's not. What do you call it? Sorry. Here we go. Chris Gosai, right? That's how you say it. Can you see it? Can you see what I'm looking at or no?
Gosai, oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we both chose this. Rick, you take it away. What about this
one?
Yeah,
I'm seeing it.
Okay.
You know, this I don't know if you know this, Poncho. I'm gonna say it right now. For some reason, for you, my speech is a little delayed. Like you hear me like 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, if it seems like I'm coming abrupt at you, or like you're in the middle of a sentence and I'm like cutting it off, it's like for some reason I'm coming a little late for you. But this setup looks fantastic. Really built the bar scene. I mean, Constantine in a bar taking a drink before and after a job. I mean, it's as classic as it gets. So good. Really great lighting too. It really pops with all the colors and like the shelves in the background. It's really, really nice. Great lighting. It's a good scene. Fantastic.
Yeah, I also love his what do you call it? Just the right amount of bokeh that he introduced into this photo. For those of you who are unaware, bokeh is like these little like circular lights back here. It's basically just like how shallow your f-stop is and whatnot. The more shallow it is, the more you get like this beautiful bokeh effect. And he was just very, very tasteful with it. Very nice. I talk a lot about how sometimes people go a little overboard with their like a shallow f-stop and everything being like crazy out of focus and whatnot. But he killed it here. He used it very, very nice, very sparingly. And it's wonderful, man. Wonderful. Great shot. And it's the banner this week. So, of course. Of course. All right.
Super good.
Up
banner,
baby. Rick, how about try leaving and coming right back? I don't know if that's why you're lagging a little bit.
Goodbye.
And he's gone. As mysteriously as he appeared, he left. Anyway, yeah, man, I chose this one. This is by Marlo Demo. This is crazy, an absolutely nutty shot. I saw this. I didn't think that it was on the board, right? I mean, this is nuts, dude. This is crazy. It's so good. Everything about this is just fantastic. The only thing that I would suggest is maybe not having like clustering all this poly together just a little bit so you don't get this little strand. And you know what's crazy? It's because his photography is so good and so tight that he was able to have such a pinpoint focal length on this, you know, the figure of the legs and everything, that you're able to see the strand of polyester so clearly. The craziest and smallest of nitpicks. But aside from that, this thing is crazy. He did some tasteful edits once again. You can tell in the seaside. Let's go ahead and pull that up. First of all, the seasides are brilliant right here. This is a Thyssen body. So you can tell in the seaside that as with all Thyssen bodies, there's like a break in the, what do you call it, like the foot and whatnot. So he did the like joint hiding. Classic stuff, dude. If you were taking photos, toy photography back in like 2000 and oh my god, between 2009 and 2012 maybe, photoshopping the joints out was like the hottest shit imaginable. It was crazy. Nobody wanted joints to be shown in their photography. So that was wild. I don't really quite understand why, but you know, it is what it is. So what are you going to do? So it's always interesting to see that, you know, come back around. But I wanted to highlight this just because the framing is incredible. And then the lighting in here is unreal too. You can tell by his C-sides that his lighting, it's really just blue, like cellophane. And then that's basically it, dude. Blue cellophane. And he was able to get such great, like, layers of depth here, like blue depth. It's very, very nice. It's just an incredible photo. So good. I'm not really sure what's going on with Ricolas, but, you know, we'll figure it out, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. All right, sick. So big shout out to Marlo. He killed it. This was fantastic. Next up is this one. This one is Invincible Iron Man. This was great. This was by Muhamad Yasin. Absolutely no stranger to the podcast feature bumps, dude. Absolutely unreal. This is so rad. So good. I don't know if this is a custom. It has to be, right? This has to be a custom. I know DC Direct did a lot of these, like these pencil sketch type figures. This is always so cool to me. But you know, it's not just, you know, obviously the figure is great and it's really rad to like showcase like a really awesome figure. But dude, just everything about this is so nice. The layering of the cutouts right here, always, like, even down to, what do you call it, choosing, like having the artistic choice of everything being black and white except his like energy right here in the hand and the sun all the way in the back. It makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Hello, Rick. Welcome back. Still,
can you hear me?
Yeah, crazy laggy though. Huh? I guess so. That's pretty wild.
Dude, should I try mobile?
Maybe, yeah, try mobile, see what happens. I think it might actually also be because
okay, bye.
because I'm screen sharing. And that's why Fabio lags all the time. My poor little 1060i Ti is finally starting to show its age. My computer just cannot do this. It's it is struggling. Anyway, this next one right here is by Martin J. Flood. This is a sick photo, dude. Absolutely unbelievable, man. Just great. Fantastic shot. Everything about this, the framing. I know that you could probably, you know, try and say that you could crop it just above his head right here. I think leaving it uncropped and then having more space up front really makes it, what do you call it? Really gives it more headroom. No pun intended. You got the Marblos up here. You got the beer bottles on the floor. Everything about this is fantastic. Everything about this is fantastic. Not to mention the posing is on point. Just everything. The lighting is great. The focal length is really nice. Everything about this rocks. And you know, he could have hit it with the edit to have like the cigarette lit and like the fake smoke and all that. No, less is more with this, dude. Less is more. And this was absolutely out of this world, man. He killed it. Absolutely killed it. Big shout out to Martin, dude. What's Up Danger on Instagram. No stranger to the A.C.B.A podcast. Absolutely not. Next up, we have, let's see. Oh my God. Double feature, dude. I guess I had no idea. Martin, once again, dude, look at this. This was fantastic, man. Another great example of just outstanding and stellar lighting. He kills it, man. He's always really, really great with the lighting. Super simple, super clean, very, cropped, contained, everything about it. Just very nice, subtle posing with this. And the lighting is great. Absolutely. Super, super sick. Once again, big shout out to Martin. He absolutely killed this. He nailed it, dude. He nailed it. So good. Next up is, one of the hottest figures this week, man. Everybody's been getting this in. Everybody's been taking sick shots with this figure. But this one really spoke out to me. Super simple. There's been like a lot of great photos, but Arch Ravello, he absolutely killed it. Agent37_action on Instagram. He murdered this dude. Very simple. One, just like the last Splinter shot, less is more. This was stellar, dude. Just very nice framing, very like classic poster type shot. Very nice. The lighting is super subtle. I love how you have those like this like red highlight right here. Everything is so warm on this like rim lighting, just barely catching the back of Batman's cowl right here. And then you have like some more subtle warm lighting on the other side of Bane, really highlighting the sculpt of the figure. It's just very, very nice, dude. What a great shot, man. What a great shot. My Bane is currently sitting in my not but my Ami July order. It like really just snuck in right at the end of July and right at the end of June, and they I just slapped it in this week's, and that's been the story of how my Bane is not in my hands right now. Thank you for coming for my TED Talk. Next up, Stephen Oy, baby, killing it, dude, killing it. He had to dip into the dark arts, baby. Had to use FaceApp for this, but very tastefully done. Very tastefully done here, huh? Dude, really great shot. Very funny, dude. Absolutely great. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. This shot has just been skyrocketing to the top of the board every single time that I open up the page. This is always on top, and for good reason, man. For absolutely good reason. If there's any critique I had, it was maybe with these like goons and henchmen right here. Maybe swap out like the head sculpts on them or whatnot. Because any photographer or collector worth their salt will immediately know that this is Hood, Stan Lee, and Wolverine right here. Somebody who's really, really good at this in the community, when they really put their mind to it, is Cap Lives, the way they do like little subtle kit bashes. I also want to say, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God. There's somebody else in the community that does these little kit bashes for civilians, so you don't really know who they are. Big shout out to them, man. That's my only nitpick. Once again, the smallest of nitpicks in this incredible, fantastic photo. Super, super good, dude. You love to see it. You love to see it, baby. Next up, we have, let's go, Jed Seth. I'm very excited to talk about this. So this is a super simple shot, just a really simple shot of Wally at sunset. Looking over some stuff. I want to go ahead and give Jed Seth a shout out because, hey Rick, what's up? Am I still lagging or no?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Beautiful. Oh yeah, it's crystal clear.
For real? Like actually?
Yeah, like you're hearing me real as I'm saying it, right?
Oh, in real time, baby. It's real and it's fantastic. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Now I'm just trying to connect my AirPods, but yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and highlight this one because Jed Seth has competed in well, not competed, but has participated in October every single year. And the one thing that I like to talk about October, my favorite thing about October, is watching people grow and grow throughout the years. In his 5 years of October, I have seen this dude go from just starting out toy photography and being like very green in the hobby to being able to produce something like this. And it's like wild, man. It's crazy. This is a very, very good shot. Like, and you can see by his seaside, it's really not much, dude. He's just out here utilizing some natural light, of course. But then he also has like an Ulzani or something, whatever this is. The hundreds and hundreds of different lights out there. But dude, just really great subtle set building right here. I love like the papers on the ground, everything. But yeah, man, do yourself a favor, go through Jed Seth's Instagram, Jed Toys Photography on Instagram, I believe, and just scroll. Instagram, Jed_Seth is his Instagram right here. But do yourself a favor, scroll through his timeline and just see the work that he's put in over the last 5 years and how he's able to like naturally grow. It's incredible. That's like probably the best part about this hobby, is watching people grow over the years. Yourself, if you do that kind of stuff. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. All right, okay, cool. Rick is Rick, what the fuck happened to Rick? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, there's a huge delay. I don't know what's going on, dude. What is happening?
It's got to be on your end. It can't be me.
No, it's definitely mine because I'm screen sharing or something. It's got to be.
Oh, Fabio.
It's all right. This happens to Fabio too, so it is what it is. What do you want to do? You just want to bow out and then I'll
hit it with like. No, what we could do? We could you bring up the photo, you say your piece about the photo, and then you hit me with a Rick, what do you think? And then it won't be like a bad delay, like when I speak, because like when it's you and me collaborating, talking about the shot at the same time, it's like you get the delay and it like throws you off when I just start talking and you think that I'm not. Like, how about that?
Okay. Yeah, we'll try it out. We'll try it out, huh? How about that? Okay, hold on one sec. Let me go ahead and get my bearings, dude. Get my bearings. All right, not my city. This has got to be the next one. All right. Okay. Rick was in the void for a second. All right, this one was great, dude. This was by Nino Christiani David. Fantastic shot. Your boy Nightwing. He really killed it. I just like the verticality, dude. The verticality of this shot is very, very nice. I love just a very nice open vertical setup. Very, very nice. And a lot of people, myself included, have been super interested in these robot henchman goon things for a while. The actual story behind this is actually quite heartbreaking. This is a guy that released this on like Thingiverse, and some Chinese companies just completely stole his files, and then it spread like wildfire. And this poor guy has not been getting like any credit for any of this. And ironically, I am forgetting his name right now, but definitely, oh my God, I cannot believe it. But yeah, it's just really heartbreaking what's going on with that, unfortunately. But I hope it works out, because these are great. The silver lining is everybody gets to enjoy these, but it'd be nice if the guy got his flowers. And I understand the complete irony of that because I completely forgot his name. But big shouts out to you because you know who you are. As they would say in every Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts group, credit to the owner. Anyway, but this is a great shot. The posing on Nightwing is fantastic. Everything about this is great. The lighting, the fog, everything. Fantastic, fantastic. Rick, what do you have to say? Take it away, brother.
This picture is a revelation. I love the whole like on the wall fight. I didn't know the backstory of these little robot guys. My little brother bought them and he's like, "Hey, look at these things I bought on Amazon for like $7." But yeah, now that I know, that makes me really sad. That sucks. But this shot is awesome. Those little bots are great. I love the setup. I love the color. The backdrop is really nice. Really selling the scene here. I like it. It's really, really good.
Hell yeah, brother. You love to see it. All right, next up, we have this little guy. This is me stalling. Harold, dude. Harold killed this man. Figure Mania show. You know what? I'm not going to pretend to know who this is. Clearly, it's the Beast from 2000 Fathoms, circa 1953. I love this shot, dude. Everything about this is fantastic. Of course, Harold is no stranger to being featured on the podcast. Harold is no stranger to just absolutely insane and pinpoint accurate figure photography. But, pardon me. The thing that really stuck out to me about this photo was the implementation of grain. It might be a little bit hard to see if you're watching this on your phone or if the stream quality is a little bit low, but he has such great and authentic looking, grain on this photo. This is something I myself love doing, but I'm always stuck at a crossroads because like, it's just so hard to really decipher when is the best time to implement grain and when is not. I just love the way that grain looks on photos. It really reminds me of film photography before everything went like digital and stuff. But I just love it, dude. It's very, very nice. Whenever I do Dragon Ball shots, I love to like just murder it with grain because it reminds me of just the way Dragon Ball like just looks, just old Dragon Ball episodes look. To me, Dragon Ball isn't supposed to look like super clean in HD and whatever. I just love like the warmth and the humanity of like grain in photos and film. So this like really, really stuck out to me. And of course, everything about this photo is crazy. The fog, the set building, all the miniatures, everything about it, the framing, crazy, 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 crazy. And if you take a look at the classic colors version right here, the best thing about this is that nothing is crazy sharp in this photo. Like the cars here are a little sharp, and of course like the monster itself is in focus, but when you look at this, it's all just like a little bit blurry and whatnot, and that really lends to it just being on 8mm film or whatever they used back then. I can't even remember, but yeah, I just really love this photo. What about you, Rick? You got anything to say about this photo?
Whoa. This photo is it's super, super nice. I love that like nostalgic retro black and white feel of it. I love the grain to the shot, like you were saying, and the smoke is so good. Yeah, it's just a great setup. It's nice seeing the color version. I was actually gonna ask, like, is the color version in the comments? Yeah, it's just a great setup. Love the little micro machines, little people. It's so good. I think maybe the little people are out of scale, but that's just nitpicking. That's just being a little punk about it. I think it's great. It's a great shot.
Yeah, what can you do at that point, huh? Can't do much. All right, sick, dude. Sick. Next up is this great Terminator shot that has been making the rounds in the group. This is by Nicholas Freliz. Sorry, I actually am the worst at this, but this is a very, very nice, simple shot. That's kind of, I wouldn't say the theme, but that's like something that I wanted to go ahead and showcase a lot this week. is you don't really need like the most crazy dynamic type of photo to make waves in the group. Just something, just a wonderful display of your skills is more than enough to get some love. Absolutely. This is unreal. Just such a great shot. The framing is perfect. The only nitpick is I like for symmetry purposes, I wish that the window pane was a little bit more centered. That would have like completely like set it over the top. If it was centered over the arch, if like the peak and the arch of his back was in the middle of the window pane, that would have released some endorphins. But that being said, again, super small nitpick, but everything about this is great. I love just the volume of this lighting is immaculate, dude. I love how heavy and thick it is right here, bouncing off all the smoke and the fog. And then just very subtly and very nicely sculpting every piece of, detail and sculpt in this figure with rim lighting is just absolutely out of this world, man. And then the set building, of course, you can't ask for more. There's bottles and a whole bunch of bullshit and rubbish all over the floor. It's fantastic. It's crazy. Ridiculous. Anything to add? Anything to add, baby? You muted.
Seeing a shot that so warmly caresses Arnold's glutes like that is nothing short of fantastic. I love the warmth from the light in the shot a lot. It's an iconic scene. I love this movie, so it's like really nostalgic to see something like this. Cat's really great. Love the setup. Love the window in the background. It's really good. It's perfectly lit. It's great staging. Fantastic.
It's lit, baby. You live to see it. Big shout out to Nicholas, dude. He absolutely killed it. All right. This next up, we're just crossing the halfway mark. I really wanted to highlight this one. Just for the technique alone, dude. Sunny absolutely nailed it. Very simple photo. Very simple, but the implementation of the mirror right here to get an infinite hallway of troopers. He has a mirror right here, and then over on this side that's not photographed, he has another mirror, just creating this infinity loop happening over and over and over again. Just such a sick technique, and it's absolutely wonderful to see it implemented in toy photography and A.C.B.A. It's killing it, dude. Like some small nitpicks, of course, is I wish that this would have lined up a little bit better. The door right here, and I mean that's honestly really it. Like I can't really complain about the angle. The angle is just fine. This seems like an angle that you would see in Star Wars. But it's great. Just very simple and effective technique that just like absolutely works with this shot. Rick, what do you think?
Yeah, it's an incredible shot. The moment I saw this, I was like, oh man, he's doing the mirrors, and creating that like illusion of like depth and whatnot, and like multiplying the look of the troopers. I like you. I just have a little nitpick, and it's just like I said with the last shot. It's being a baby. There's nothing fucking wrong with the shot, but it's this like trooper that's kind of near the right, but it's not the one that's like farthest to the right, like on the corner. It's like one like right above it diagonally. His head is turned like a little strangely to the left.
Yeah.
If he would have straightened out that head to face forward like the rest of the troopers, would have been absolutely perfect. But just that one head being a little slightly to the left threw me off a little bit. But that's just a nitpick. Let's be perfectly real. It's a fucking great picture. It's not doesn't ruin it for me, but it was one thing I noticed. I was like, oh shit, that trooper man, just a little slight turn, and it would have been absolutely perfect. But it just a great shot. I hope more people do things like this. You don't need a million troopers. Get some mirrors out there, baby. Get the glass. Get the sell the illusion. It's good.
Sell the illusion. You love to see it. Let's see. Next up is, let's see, this shot right here. Saying masked spirits. What could this be? Oh, let's go. Dude. Rafal absolutely killed this, man. This was unbelievable. Once again, verticality, absolutely selling it. Big shout out to Rectangular, like clenching his fists like an Arthur Reed meme, the size of the moon back here. But let me tell you, dude, when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore, baby. And that's what this photo is. It's absolutely crazy. So good, dude. I could say a million things about it. But I'll let my friend Rick take it away. What do you think, Rick? What about this photo speaks to you?
Dude, I love it. I love it. And, I think I might have gone back and forth with Todd before in the past. Like, to me, the moon being that big in the background, like, it's cinematic. There's a lot of movies where that doesn't make sense. Like, one of the most famous scenes in, like, claymation history is that Sally and Jack on top of the hill with the big moon in the background. The moon doesn't fucking make sense. It's not that close, but, like, who gives a fuck? It's, like, cinematic. It's really nice. It sells the picture. This is great. We really don't get a lot of Hellboy and, like, mysticism and, like, shots like this, and I really love it. I like the floating heads. I like the polyester that was put behind them. He lit up the shot out from Hellboy's
the muzzle flash
done really well. Yeah, that muzzle flash. Yeah, it's a great shot, man. Love it.
Yeah,
looks like a cover of a comic. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. The only nitpick I have is maybe the red is a little harsh on like his face and like his jacket right here. It makes total sense for it to be a little harsh on his hand and stuff because of the muzzle flash and everything. But again, small nitpicks. Again, just like one of our first features is just the attention to detail on the polyester here or in the smoke. It's so nice. This mask right here, top center, the arc and like the story that this polyester is telling is like unreal. The movement is so dynamic. It's just unreal, dude. This is so good. And in terms of the moon also, like it really also just depends on like what kind of lens you're using, your focal length, like especially if you're using like a telephoto lens and whatnot. And if your focal length is like a certain whatever, like it doesn't matter, like that you can make stuff in the background appear way larger than it's supposed to be, depending on what like kind of lens and focal length you're using in photography and videography. So like, I understand that the moon isn't actually supposed to be that big, but like, just like you said, Rick, it's cinematic. It's cinema, baby. Ever heard of it?
Cinema.
It's cinema. Absolutely unreal. All right. Okay. Next up, let's go. I think I may have fixed the lag as well.
Really? You think so?
I think so. It's like there's some lag, but not that much. All right. Next up is Orion Gonzalez. I believe we featured one of his photos earlier in the show, actually, but I really wanted to highlight this just because of the running pose right here. I really like the running pose right here. You know what? We love him. We love him. Sometimes Boog has a bone to pick with people who pose running stuff like this. I can understand that there's a crazy exaggerated version of people who pose like a running shot with like their heel like crazy cranked up and like that. In that sense, you would break your foot if you were running like that at full speed. But I love how subtle this running pose is right here. A lot of people think that when you're posing figures running, you need to have the foot like firmly planted and what have you, but you don't necessarily need it to be like that. There's 100 different motions that go into one cycle of running, and a couple of them look really great. And this is just one of them. Like you're not the foot fully planted, but as long as your heel has some contact to where it would be believable that the rest of your foot would make contact with the ground. This is killing it. This is a really great example of how to do it. And in the seaside, just as like I thought, like a really great example of what did this guy buy at GameStop? Oh man, I can't tell. Probably these figures. I really like that the newspaper is down here, and the newspaper, as you can tell, is the perfect excuse to hide a flight stand, baby. You'll love to see it. What do you think, Rick? Take it away.
You know what? But I like this shot, and like you said, I love that little newspaper right at the feet. Perfect, nice little way to hide the sand. However, I will say I don't really care for the look of the blood,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not the biggest fan of the barrels hiding
The flight
so
stand.
much of the scene. Like
Yeah.
seeing that limp body would have been cooler to me. But that running pose, like you said, that running pose is like as good as it gets to me. Like this, this is good. This is good. You know, it's just again, just little minor things, just being a little baby about it. But it's a great shot, man. You know,
True.
it's a brutal shot. You know, to me, like when things are hiding a scene like that, it kind of takes me out a little bit. Like, man, I want to see the scene a bit. Like, I don't want it to be obstructed like that too much. But it's a great scene. It's a great little setup.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
absolutely great shot. Great posing. Orion, absolutely. You'll love to see it. All right, okay. Next up, Berlin like a villain. What is this? Sometimes I can't even remember what I chose. All right, this one is it's by Ori, dude. Let's go. This is a great shot, man. Big shout out to anybody that kept up with Ninja Turtles this long. I know I wasn't one of them, but big shout out to Ori and all the turtle heads out there, dude. I can't name 70% of this of this photo. But I love the colors, dude. I love the colors. I love the angle, just like Boog said as well. Great angle, great colors. I just love it. It's just a very good photo. Admittedly, it is a little crowded. I didn't really, until I read the caption and looked at it more closely, I didn't even notice that he was grilling something. But obviously, by design, you know, the photo is supposed to instill chaos and, you know, everything being crowded. So big shout out to Ori for absolutely nailing and accomplishing what he set out to do. What do you think, Rick?
Yeah, it's a little busy, but I get that that's the point.
Yeah, true.
That's what he's trying to sell. He's trying to sell. They're at a barbecue. They all want the burgers and the shaboing boings, baby. They want the foot long shaboing boings. They're ready for it. Like you said, I almost didn't even notice that they were grilling until I really looked at it. But yeah, it makes sense. And one thing that can be said about Ori is that he's really mastered the ability to get that color to pop on camera. I mean,
yeah.
that Kirby shot from October.
Oh yeah.
It might be my favorite shot of the competition, or not really competition, but of that month.
Yeah.
And here he does a great job of capturing color too. It's really, really good. Yeah, I like it. When you really understand what the setup is supposed to be, what's going on. These guys are fighting for the burgies. July 4th, these guys want the foot long Costco shaboings. Yeah, I like it. It's good. It's great color.
You love to see it. Yeah, love to see it. All right. Next up, Ryu Airlines. I think this is. Hell yeah, Stefan Martinez, baby. I really wanted to highlight this just because of its really, really great depiction of motion with these two panels right here. It's the setup and the payoff right here, which is a little bit more difficult than a lot of people seem to realize. I see a lot of panel shots, especially during October when we have it as a theme, where a lot of stuff is happening. There's a lot of panels, telling just one simple action, and you don't really need a lot of it. You just need the setup, you just need the wind up and the payoff. And he definitely delivered it in spades. If you really want a great example of the person who practically, if he didn't pioneer it, he perfected it. But anything from the Dragon Ball manga, especially in Dragon Ball during the Frieza arc and forward, not even the Frieza arc, as early as like Vegeta and Saiyan arc stuff. Of course, he was doing it in the Tenchi Budokai and all that stuff. But just everything about the wind up and payoff in those arcs is like unreal. And he definitely like evolved the landscape of battle manga with just how good he was at it. So if you really want some great reference material, definitely read Dragon Ball, an indie darling. You ever heard of it? What do you think, Rick?
Real underground comic. I don't think anybody's ever heard of something like Dragon Ball before. This is good. You know, it's the little things that sell this for me, and like I don't even know if it's intentional because I don't know what type of research he did into the shot. But one thing that a lot of people do when it comes to shots that, you know, show a suplex like that, and I'm sure Brian's there in the chat. I've been seeing Brian this whole time. I'm sure, and Hound, I'm sure they know too. You know, when a lot of people reference suplexes and they look up and they study like videos and shots of people doing suplexes, realistically, outside of the world of professional wrestling, nobody knows to put your arms out like this and try to stop your head with your shoulder blades and your arms from banging. So, you know, a lot of problem that I have is when it's not a wrestling shot, people do it because they see it in the reference videos where the guys are extending their arms like this and they're stopping the back of their head from taking too much damage with their shoulder blades and with their arms. And when it's not a wrestling shot, like that doesn't make sense. You know, nobody in a fight is gonna go like, oh man, I should fucking splay my arms and like fucking try to catch my head from banging on the back. It makes perfect sense again with wrestling. So like when I see the suplex shot, like a Brock Lesnar or something giving somebody the suplex, and I see those arms splayed out, I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. You know, they teach you that, you know, day one in a wrestling academy. But like in a real fight, you know, like watch like go to Twitter and type in like hood fights, and you're not gonna see anybody splaying their arms like that, ready for impact. You know, they're gonna like be flailing, and like when you look at that follow up shot in that corner with Fei Long, his arms are like definitely not trying to catch his shot. They're trying to catch his fall. You know, he knows nothing. You know, he's not a fucking professional wrestler. He's not going to know to protect himself at all times like that. He's just going to be like, oh shit, you know, like this fucking Ryu's got me. So that was really, really great to see. A lot, like I said, a lot of the times, you know, there's no confirming it, but I when I see people do suplex shots, I know that they're referencing wrestling because there's 1,001 clips of wrestling with suplexes, and you know, when it does, although it does make sense for wrestling, it really doesn't for street fights of any sort. And you know, funny enough, these are street fighters, but yeah, that was awesome that he didn't just like watch, you know, fucking Big Papa Pump suplexing Triple H 7 times and do like the splayed arms. You know, this was great. Really, really sells it. I love how Fei Long's arms are just like, oh shit, just dangling after he's hit with impact. You know, it's really good. It's really, really great.
I love this TV.
I love this TV.
All right, second to last right here. Another Rafal joint, baby. Another double feature today on the podcast. I love this freaking picture, dude. It is so good. I love, you know, anytime there's like such a creative angle, I'm into it, dude. This is so good. And I love that he was able to build out the diorama to where you see like the roof and everything. And this is just so good. If there's one piece of constructive criticism that I would give out to this is maybe more light on this guy down here, because the lightning and electricity would emit more light. But it only stands out so much because this guy, the character here is so like dark and his palette is like so black. This guy, I actually have 2 of these figures. They are from that movie. Oh my God. They're from the movie that starred Harry Osborn from Amazing Spider-Man and shit. Witch lady from Suicide Squad. Oh my God, what's her name?
You're talking about Cara Delevingne?
Yes. Yeah. It stars both of them. It's like this French sci-fi epic or whatever, and like these are like henchmen from there. Valerian. Shout out to Man Beast Boy, baby. Let's go. But yeah, these figures were like so cheap. after that movie completely bombed, and me and Rafal were on the same page. I was like, dog, these guys would make some pretty rad henchmen, because they're so huge. They're like tall, like they're like 7.5 inches tall, and like their presence is really crazy. You can't tell in this photo, but what do you call it? But like their design is so like gnarly and very interesting. Cap lives. Damn, Valerian got figures. What the fuck? Yeah, basically. But yeah, man, everything about this hits, man. The angle is fantastic. The colors coming off steel is unreal. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah. Dude. That use of the red and the blue light on opposite sides, and then that silver in the middle is just so good. Like you said, if I had any critique, it'd be just getting a little more light on that electricity down there. Just kind of lighting it up a bit more. It isn't like dark, it's not like it's like terribly lit or anything like that, but just a little bit more, like a little blue finger light. Would have sold that lightning so well. But I love the color here. That lighting on top, it's kind of like a tealish lighting, and then you got the red and then the blue lighting on the other side. It's just super good. Really, really nice. I mean, this figure just photographs really, really well, and this guy did a really good job of it.
Oh yeah, fantastic, dude.
Great setup.
I don't understand how more people don't have and or love this figure. This steel figure is like, dude, this is like a sleeper hit of 2022. Yeah, basically, man, this was so good. The only person that's like consistently showing love to steel and like photographing him well and doing him justice is probably Cap Lives, to be quite honest.
Oh, Brian. B. Carter.
B. Carter, baby. Hey, speaking of Brian, let's close it out with your pick, baby. Rick with the last pick of the night, and it's no other.
At the end. I don't know how you missed another one.
What? There's one more?
Yeah, there was another one. If you check my link, there was another one besides Brian. We could end it with Brian though.
No, that we both picked that one. No, that was the Constantine.
No, it's just Facebook showing you that picture.
No.
When you click it, it's not it. Yeah, the preview of it is that picture, but it's not that picture.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Okay, well, we'll save Brian for last. Oh, that shit. You're right. Let's go, baby. Vinnie, baby, in the mix. Rick, take it away, dude.
Look at that. Look at that. I mean, what's better than controlling Chainsaw Man? This is so good. I love the inspiration that he had with that Harley Quinn and Joker, like incredibly famous scene. That whole dance, her splaying on her arms and him like dancing with her. This is so good. Love the inspiration. That red hair on Makima really even sells the inspiration of it so much more too. That expression on Denji's face. It's fucking great. It's really well lit. I love the chains. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the lighting here is really great. I really love the way that he was able to play with like the hot, like just the deep blacks in the back and everything about that. There's something about the lighting on like their hands and like their clothes and everything. It's very like soft, like almost, I don't know, not warm, but it's very soft lighting on these guys. Nothing is like super harsh or super crazy, but it's just like very like velvety blacks in this photo, and like everything just has like this like veil over it, and the lighting is very nice. The colors play very well.
And that's what impressed me the most is because if you look at, I'm sure the inspiration is there in the comments, that original picture with Harley and Joker, it looks like what you said. It has like a velvety-ness to it, like a real softness to it, and he was really able to replicate that same feel that you get from that picture.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Vinnie,
so
baby, you love to see it.
Venison himself.
Speaking of people who are him, let's go, baby. Let's talk, Rick. You featured this. Why? Why would you feature such a blatant blatant opposite direction of what we're all about. Talk to me.
Oh, baby. I love that fucking lighting on the fire. That lighting, that like pop of the fire is just so good. You know, it was funny when he took this picture. I was like, hey, this looks like a picture I did. You know, I was being a typical fucking little A.C.B.A punk, and I just love it. I love the lighting of it, and then I love that it's like lighting off of Mega Man's face like that too.
Mm-hmm.
That like that when I first got those Arts Mega Man, and I got Samus, you know, a lot of what I did with those figures was like hiding in the covers with the cannon and somebody coming from a corner. That was like such a nice shot, and I just love it. Call it personal bias, but I really love it. And like I said, I really love how he was lit up. That fire is just so fucking good.
Yeah, this is a great example of practicality meeting digital effects, I guess. Like, you know, the elephant in the room, of course, is that I would say a good portion and a good focal point of this photo is photoshopped, and there are effects in it, but it's elevated because Brian went the extra mile with reflecting some red off of Mega Man's face. Like, he lit the scene knowing that he would have that if he were to add effects into it, you know, the baseline would be there, like the foundation of the photo would be there. Like, you can't but you can't quite fudge great lighting like this. Yeah, exactly. And you know what, Brian actually shared this photo a while ago, and I remember back then,
long time ago. Like 2 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, I remember back then that I told him that the effects on Fireman were too in focus, and he should try really hard to blur the effects to match how blurred and how out of focus Fireman is as well. And I will say this looks like leaps and bounds better than the first version of this photo he took, but I will even go as far to say that he could even push the blur even more. And I know if you blur it a little bit more, you kind of lose the difference between the highlights of like the really bright spots in the fire and where it dips into the orange and the yellow and stuff. But like, dude, I would experiment with what it would look like if you blurred it to match just how out of focus that his eyes are, and then just see what that nets you. Because I would really like to see it. Because I think it would look great. I think it would look fantastic. I think it would look like it's the best. What do you think, huh, Rick?
Yeah, him selling that red lighting. Him selling it with that red lighting and almost making you forget about the edit of the fire is it's so good. It's expertly done. It's fantastic. And oh my god, is that Machu Toy? Hey, Machu.
That's Machu Toy.
See Machu in a couple of weeks at Comic-Con, baby. Hey, that's our glider.
That's our glider.
Machu Toy. So good to see Machu here. Can't wait to see him in a couple of weeks at the Content House, baby. Tortilla slaps. We're talking everything.
Fantastic. Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be great. What a great showing, huh? You'll love to see it.
Oh my god. You know what? Why don't we do a little live talk really quick? Machu over here saying that he just posted some shots.
Oh my god.
Why don't you take a look at these shots?
Let's go. Let's look. Where?
We're doing it live, unedited. We don't even know what these are. We don't even know what these are.
Machu,
are they on his Instagram? Where are they at, Machu? Where are these shots at?
Machu, you post it, I'll read it. We'll do it live. Oh shit! You know what? I want to talk about this because I saw
live
Alan.
Critique, yes.
I saw Alan workshopping this in the grind. Actually. Oh man, this looks great too. Dang, look at this. Orion once again. You love to see it.
Machu said it's on IG.
Okay. We'll figure something out. I did want to talk about this. You know, Alan Parma, October royalty, winner of last year's October, I believe. This is so good, man. I cannot believe how good this is. It's unreal. Look at this, dude. He kills it every single time.
Yeah,
Absolutely murders it.
What great lighting. I love the setup of this. Just, really, really well done. A lot of time taken into this photograph right here. Really, really good. I love it. R.I.P. to Alan's late uncle Gene,
who
recently passed away. R.I.P. Gene Parmesan, man. May he
God.
he got me again. The living shit out of people he's investigating in peace, baby. He got me again. Gene Parmesan.
It's me. Killing it, dude. Killing it. Alan, absolutely. Orion, once again, fantastic cutout work. Don't need much. Just a great cutout. Light it well, and then some sick shit in the back. You'll have to see it. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
This is good. Yeah. Simple, but really well done. And he did his best with the edges. I only see like one edge that's a little fuzzy, but he did a great job. Anybody who's done cutouts knows how hard it is to get that perfect cut on it. So he did a great job.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. All right. Okay.
Where's these live Machu shots?
Last thing we'll do. Oh my God! Look at this. Wonderful. You know what? There are few things in this world as rewarding as watching Machu work in real time. Dude, when he was down here in good old South Carolina, dude, I saw this man lock in on a sentinel shot. It was so good. Just him meticulously posing, adjusting, everything about it, dude. Machu. What a great, what a fantastic set of photos.
It's like going with daddy to work. This is so fucking good. This is awesome. This is really, really good. Seeing that exaggerated pull of the rope.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. God, this is such a good setup, Machu. I'm so glad you showed up and brought this up.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Oh, look at this. This is very nice. Oh, you love to see it.
Because you know what? It would have been hard to justify like doing this during like a regular feature on a podcast, because it's just a whole set of pictures, like it's a story being told. But doing it here, where this is all we're gonna do, baby, we're talking fucking highlights, and we're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Seen these, and this is just fucking awesome. Yeah, and like appreciating that this man did the full fucking setup of pictures. It's not just one. He did just a full fucking album of them. It's just amazing. What am I gonna budget? I'm gonna use regular Batman from fucking Mayfix. This is great, man. What an amazing setup. This is awesome. That first shot, man, hooked me immediately. Seeing the fucking Bane grabbing for his neck and pulling away, baby. So fucking good.
Hell yeah, man. And of course, you already know it's NSA, baby. You already know.
Wow. This guy, Machu Toy, is a revelation.
He's him.
If I don't see this live at Comic-Con,
I'm putting it back.
Send it back.
Yeah, I send it back. I send it back. All right, dude. Wow.
Man, Beast Boy says he loves the WWF punch one with the face slam. Yeah, baby. You know the deal. He knows ball.
Fantastic, dude. Hell yeah. Everybody, please make sure to go back and show all of these photos love on the board. Follow these guys on Instagram. Everything that you saw tonight could only be made possible by, hey, check it out, viewers like you. How about that? How about that?
And before we go, Pancho, we did have a super chat at the top of the show.
That's right.
We did not mention because we were so caught up.
We were locked in
talking to photography, and this super chat came from someone I'm going to see very soon.
Wow.
At San Diego Comic-Con.
Can you believe it?
Bradley Sharper Than Harper with a very generous super chat says, "Community highlights time, baby. Don't bother looking at your watch. It's community highlights o'clock. Everybody knows it."
Fantastic. Hell yeah, dude. This was a lot of fun. Like I said at the top of the show, well, maybe I didn't say it at the top of the show. I have no idea. But, we didn't do community highlights for like 2 weeks. And I said, you know what? Enough's enough. The people deserve better.
To quote Michael Scott, nobody's messing with my chillin'.
That's exactly it, baby.
that was it. Yeah, we had to do it. Poncho brought it to the table. He said, I want to do community highlights today. I told him time and place because I'm there.
That's it. That's
right.
Those
other guys, CEO, the lead actor of Boba Fett, wasn't here. You had the gruesome twosome tonight, baby.
That's
Both
it.
of the people that were colonized by the Spaniards were here tonight.
We're here. Hell yeah, dude. Big shout out to everybody that we featured tonight. Cap Lives is saying, will this be reoccurring? This is great. Ideally, I would love to do community highlights in every single show we do so we don't have to do this. But if it does get to a point where we miss a couple in a couple weeks in a row, then I certainly don't mind. I actually would love to hop on and do a tight hour with the homie Rick and anybody else who wants to pop on, baby. Fantastic. Did you guys talk about your week at all yesterday or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, guess what? We won't either. How about that, huh? All right, Rick, what's going on with you? What kind of shirts are you selling? What are you finding at the thrift? Anything?
Hey, what's going on? It's me, Rick Don from the podcast, and I'm getting ready for Comic-Con. I'm thinking Comic-Con. I'm breathing Comic-Con. I'm thinking, what exclusives am I going to get? What is Poncho going to need? Ooh, is that Jim Lee at the Ralph's right now? I'm thinking about everything. I can't wait to get there and see everybody and hang out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see everyone as much as possible. Can't wait to see the Migos. Can't wait to see the Toying Around crew, the Unboxing Thursdays family over there. And I've never met the Toy Daddies, but I know that they're all going to be at that content house too. Be nice to meet them. Yimbo seems like one of the nicest people in this community, so that'd be good to meet him. Yeah, can't wait. A lot of exclusives coming up, and we're talking it next stream. We're talking exclusives. We're talking final thoughts. We might have a final guest. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we might have a final guest pre-Comic-Con talking their own exclusive possibly. So we'll see.
Hell yeah. Well, Rick, that's so exciting to me because that's news to me as well. But hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming on and chilling with us on a Saturday. Really means a lot that everybody was able and willing to show up for a second day in a row and hang out with the boys to talk toys, baby.
Boys.
So hell yeah. So again, I'm doing nothing. Just raising this kid, baby.
Yeah,
this kid.
You're not doing nothing. You're raising a child and working your ass off when you're not doing it.
It's all right. It's okay. If you did order auras, the stock, I'm continuing to ship them as well. Then that's it. Just keep your eyes peeled, baby. Just keep the eyes peeled. Aside from that, I have nothing else going on. Oh, actually, you know what? I got something in that is part of an idea I want to do for Posing Ain't Easy. I know that I talk about Posing Ain't Easy every couple of months and then I do nothing about it. And that might be the case this time. I have no idea, but
the intention is there.
The intention is there. I have a very interesting idea of how to present crazy old stuff I filmed. I'm talking
really?
5 or 10 years ago. The basic idea is I want to present it as if it's a video from the future that is rediscovering these old videos of mine. It's kind of hard to explain. There's a guy who reviews cameras, and he does his reviews like completely in universe, role playing as a guy from like the year like 2300, finding old cameras and reviewing them as if but he like is his whole aesthetic is like cyberpunk and stuff. It's so cool. It's so inspiring. It's rad. I've been watching his videos for years, and I've had this idea in my head for years, and I finally got something that like would really like elevate it to the point where I'm like, okay, cool. I want to at least try it out. So who knows if I'll ever have time to do this, but I definitely have the tools available to me right now. And we'll see what happens. Who knows? Another big thing is I want to give a big shout out to my actual in real life friend, Chris Blackman. He's starting up his own company called Retro Revolution, where he sells like vintage video games and like TCG, Pokemon cards, and all that stuff. He just started his own YouTube channel, which is also called Retro Revolution. And Chris and I have always kind of like done stuff like neck and neck our entire lives, and like we kind of like feed off of each other and like bounce off of each other all the time. So now he's just getting into YouTube, and like him like constantly asking me all these questions and asking for advice has like kind of like made me want to start like doing YouTube videos again. Not that I haven't wanted to do them. I just don't have time, but like, it's just that extra little bit of motivation that might just push me over the edge to release another episode of Posing and Easy. So hopefully
that's what I'm talking about.
Hopefully we can get that off the ground, but enough about me.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's close this out. So as usual, be sure to rate this video. If you can find the feature, rate the video. If you can find the feature, give it 5 stars.
5 stars.
Comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit the bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Peace, toy soldiers.
Goodbye. Wow, what a show, Rick. What a show.
Yeah.
What a show. Very, very nice.